2 years ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, you couldn't go to the southeast. And because you couldn't go to the southeast, they would tell you how much they were paying on transportation, how much they were paying for a bag of rice, how much they were paying for everything. Today, I have been to Nigeria. We haven't even gone to Miami a few times. We're starting road from St. Paul Creek to War Waterside. It's going to be a toll-free road, 4 lanes. We're going to have the road going to Tottenham. We're going to have road siding from Mendicoma, connecting the road to Salaye to open up the country. Most of these young people want to do business. How do you go out there to go do business? You can send a person to go to the southeast to go do an assessment. With the road condition, they will sit right here and write a report. We want to connect the country. We want to open up the country to opportunities for education, for agriculture, for drinking water. Eugene went to the southeast to go install a TV station. You didn't have Boakai. Today we have Koreans coming here beside road. We're going to start a national airline and we'll be flying to this country. You don't go by road, you go speed of progress. So one road, you can have development.
Lovely. Well, Mr. President, good morning again. Welcome to ELBC. I want to ask about the idea of the arrest agenda. That idea itself. What underpinned it?
Well, I thought about something that I said, and it was the concept of what will summarize some of the things that I agriculture, number one. With agriculture, like I said, so the R there. And then the E, education. Vocational education, classroom, then of course, sanitation. Really, we have health, but in a developing country like we are, first thing you start with your environment, clean market, clean rural, clean houses and neighborhood is linked to health, joy, sanitation, all the care. Then of course, the T for tourism. You have some of the best opportunities of tourism to create a lot of jobs in the hospitality, in other places. And we felt that sanitation would hit us because people would have thought that about arresting people. But we thought about the rule of law. So they say, well, what about rule of law? Country has to have. So for the second half, EST, arrest. And every time you ratify, you add to your laws. So that we were being down. And nobody will. You see the people that have been paid. Go to the diaspora, open up, make those people to know that they're part of Liberia. And after that, we had a fast and prayer time for God. All the people in this country, including our young people, our women, like here, they want to build ship here. They want to take the unfinished housing bank, transform it. All of these things are coming, but they take time. They can't do it in 10, 15 months. We have just got to office. We have to even get used to or acquainted with the situation of being in that office, get to know what obligations you have, what you need to do. It takes some time. So the big jobs are coming.
Mr. President, in November 2015, we won our first compact. I'm talking about the MCC. And I remember through research that you signed on behalf of Liberia in Washington. 10 years after we've won another compact for the second time. What are specific areas when we get that money? What are specific areas that money will go towards?
Two key areas. One of them would be in power, electricity. The second one will be roads, infrastructure.
What is
Of course, there will be health also. These are crucial areas. And of course, the partners that we're working with, they have interest too. So they're going to work with areas in which, and I can assure you, the money this time will be much, much bigger than, and mind you now, we only took 9 months to win, to qualify for that. Many countries did not. So these are areas that will create jobs. The electricity, more electricity you have, more opportunity you have for people making little short bread, cornbread, small businesses. Then in the rural area, it opened up opportunities to open up the country. Do you know how much of our resources are taken out of this country that we don't know? The people are in the bushes. We open the roads, we'll be able to reach those resources. So those are strategic areas that we need to invest in: road, health, and electricity.
Kevin?
Mr. President, I'm concerned about water and sanitation. That was one of the issues raised. Many communities still struggle with their access to safe drinking water. How is the government addressing this?
You know, to connect water from the water source in Harrisburg area, there was a 48-inch pipe. We had to put pressure on the contractor. That person was contracted way back for that pipe to be connected. An 8-inch pipe is not a small pipe. Only recently, we had to call the Chinese man and the Ministry of Justice and put pressure on them. You need to change the pipes that have been bringing water. These are old pipes from years back. So a lot of work needs to be done to bring water to Monrovia. It's not just connecting, it's sourcing the water. But that process is already on course. I think one day you will have the Water and Sewer Corporation man, they will tell you how, I don't know how many, so we need to replace them. We need to give our people decent life. Every time you go down Waterside, some places burst there, places filthy. So water and sanitation are issues that we are addressing. And we thank God that today, not just Monrovia, I went to Bapolu to connect them water. They're trying to connect water in Plebo. We try to connect water in Nimba. Everywhere people need those facilities. Those are public facilities that we need to do.
We're fast progressing with electricity. The issue about water, sanitation is still a challenge. What are the experts telling you in terms of how soon or later will Liberia be connected?
Well, I just told you about the major problem with water is to bring the water pipe that is big enough to deliver the water. And I can assure you that if you bring any of these people, Mo Ali, he will tell you how close we are. But we are getting there. I know there are some communities. I myself in my house, for the last 3 years, I produce my own water.
Oh.
The water I have there is my own water that I'm generating. So you must know that these are issues that we need to deal with when we talk about health and sanitation. So get the public works man, I think give the people, the water and sewer people, give them chance to tell you where they are.
So let's
So if you just join
And
us,
not just that water,
mm-hmm.
rural water as well. I have said I will never ever dedicate a hand pump. This time around when we give people water.
Why? Why you wouldn't dedicate a hand pump?
Because 179-year hand pump, we should give the people water tower and water. The people deserve that. I'm not going to dedicate. Nobody call me to go dedicate a hand pump. We're giving the people water. We'll give people water that will flow. They can connect to their houses. That's what we.
Yeah, are they being worked on?
Of course, we are putting. You go to Telmabur, the school I attended, we put water facility. There is a daycare center where we put water facility there. We have installed a lot of water facilities around, even up country in Banga, different places, and that's what we do in addition to what water and sewer is doing.
so just before we go to the halfway mark, Mr. President, 2023, they said you were old, you tired, but now nobody doubts your energy. You look so refreshed almost every day. What's happening? What's the secret?
You got to go. I told you, I didn't come to the job. God brought me for a purpose, and He knows what I work almost. I don't go to bed till about 1.